Hiya, it's Imie here from Waterstones Waking. Welcome back to the Waterstones vlog. I hope you're all doing really well. So my recommendation for this month is actually a book that's been out probably since about January, I think, and is coming out now as a paperback, so I thought it was the perfect time to bring it up again and to show you why you should read it. And that book is The Familars by Stacey Halls. So to begin with, can we please just admire the cover art on this? It's absolutely gorgeous, and the paperback has the same cover art, so you will not miss out. And there's actually some secret hints about the book on the cover, so if you can spot them, well done. So this book is a historical novel and it's absolutely gorgeous, but the history it's based off of is actually British history, which is quite interesting. And it's the Pendle Witch Trials of about the 1600s. So we're looking at Lancashire. It's where 12 people were accused of witchcraft and one was actually acquitted and survived, which is unheard of the time. So inspired by this trial and also about the history of some of the people that lived there at the time, Stacey Halls has written this beautiful book about a character named Fleetwood, who is a 17-year-old wife and also mistress of a house, and she's pregnant for the 4th time after losing the other 3 children through stillbirth and miscarriages. So obviously she's a little nervous, but everything becomes a bit more nerve-wracking when she finds a letter from her doctor that she's not meant to see, which states that if she goes through this pregnancy, she will probably die. So in this anxious state, she bumps into a midwife. Circumstances happen, and this midwife is called Alice, and she says she can help her deliver the baby, it be a healthy baby, and for Fleetwood to survive. And obviously Fleetwood says yes, and there's this friendship that forms from this, and it's a really lovely friendship. And then it all goes terribly wrong when Alice is accused of witchcraft. So both characters of Fleetwood and Alice are women who are not allowed to be their true selves because of society. So Fleetwood is a very headstrong, very loud, very tomboyish woman, and she's not allowed to be that because she's got to be the mother, she's got to be the wife, she's got to be refined, and she's a lady. And then with Alice, she is a smart, incredible woman, and she's not allowed to be that because women aren't meant to be smart in those times. So what is up with that? So it's really interesting to see how those two connect through that and how their friendship blossoms to this point where they will do anything for each other. And Fleetwood uses her strong self to try and fight this incredible injustice that Alice is having to face. And it's a really gorgeous story, and there's themes of motherhood in it as well, because obviously with Fleetwood being pregnant it brings up a lot. And it also looks at the political state of the Northern England around that time, which is really interesting. And with all the historical information that I got from the book, I was so fascinated, and I went and researched some more, which is, I love it when a book does that, when it kind of inspires you to think a bit more. And it's a story of friendship, as I've said quite a lot. It's a story of determination and loyalty, because most people would have just left Alice to her own fate, but Fleetwood gets involved because it's Fleetwood. And Fleetwood's actually a name because the name was taken from a character, well, a person of the time who was also the real mistress of the hall that Stacey Halls writes about. And it's really interesting to see where all these kind of historical realities come from and made into a story, and it's just absolutely gorgeous to read. And yeah, it's a story of secrets. Everyone has a secret and everyone is trying to hold on to it for as long as possible, but obviously all of them come out, and it's really interesting to see. So I feel like this is a perfect book for the time of year. Like, I always go for atmospheric, kind of slightly supernatural books around this time of year, and that has both of it. It's got witches, it's got beautiful writing about Lancashire. Like, I've never been to Lancashire and it just sounds gorgeous from this. I want to go visit. I really do need to visit more of England, to be fair, but anyway. It's just a beautiful, chilling, like cuddle up round the fire kind of book. Like, I've seen quite a few reviews of people who actually did that, and I wish I had. I think I was curled up in bed with a hot chocolate when I read this, which is sublime. So yeah, I would really recommend this to anyone who loves historical fiction, or if you love a good atmospheric read, then this is probably a book for you. And I will see you in my next video.